Hello and good afternoon. My name is Mr. Fred McCarthy,
I'm Mr. Kevin Folk.
and we teach the video, sound, and production program here at Central Monco Technical High School. We would like to welcome all of you and your students to our program. This is the first of many weekly parent update videos that we like to send you just to keep you up to date and let you know what's going on in the program. They're usually 5 minutes or less and usually have very valuable information, links, and resources so you can keep up with your students' progress and any questions that you may have and our contact information. Just to kind of begin, I think we can honestly say that this has been the strangest 2 weeks that we've ever had as a school opening. Between the storms that we've had and getting the buses together, students coming in, they started out in 8th grade, now all of a sudden they're in high school, so it's pretty scary. But we are easing them into it. We're doing the best we can to get them settled and address their needs, but these first few weeks, both Mr. Folk and I have been doing orientation. So we've been doing things like getting them their student laptops. Every student has a beautiful MacBook Pro with all the necessary software for them to work on, but they stay in the school. They do not leave. Last year we did give them out, but now with all the students that we have and the hope that we will be here full-time in class, we just keep the laptops here for safekeeping. We've also, which Mr. Folk will expand upon, we did a fun orientation project that we do every year for the students to get to know each other.
So this week we did had all of our students do an icebreaker where they interview another student and then present that interview in an Adobe Spark page, which is a fun and easy way to kind of introduce them into the Adobe Creative Cloud Suite and how to log into that, which is something we use pretty much all 3 years throughout this. So it's a pretty fun activity that we had them do, and they got to meet somebody new.
And it really introduces them to getting used to the fact that they're going to have to communicate with one another, work in groups, work as part of a team. We know some students, have been sheltered for the last year or two with, being homeschooled and being virtual. So we're trying to ease the students back into being in a group environment because this industry really does require you to work with others, communicate, work together on multiple projects, especially in this program. And by giving them this kind of project and using something like Adobe Spark, which is basically an online kind of slide making software, and they do presentations on one another. So it works out good. I know we do have some students that have some anxiety and they're a little hesitant to do presentations, but we're going to do our best to try and work with them and accommodate their needs. But working with, that's a nice introduction, as Mr. Folk said, to the Adobe Suite, which is the professional industry standard software that we use here in our program. So they'll be doing video editing, photography, graphic design, web design with all that different software.
Yep.
Up next, Mr. Folk will tell you a little bit about our platform for Schoology.
Schoology is our learning platform that we like to use to kind of integrate in the web with our grading software, PowerSchool. So what will happen is the students will take all their tests and submit all their projects onto Schoology, and we can grade that, and it's instantly then transferred over to PowerSchool to their official grade. So you can keep better track in 2 different places, and they can keep track of what is due and what is upcoming based on their Schoology, because we have everything labeled out and laid out in Schoology.
And the nice thing too is we're going to provide you with some resources down here in the description in the YouTube page. So if you look down below the video, there's going to be a link to probably the most important thing is our classroom website. We created a classroom website to complement our live hands-on instruction. So the website gives them the opportunity to look at any presentations, lectures that were done, study, get all the information that they need for a project. So if they want to look at it at night or the morning of that a project's due, they can easily access all that information. And as well, all of our resources are in there for you, the parents. We will actually be showing you a short video at the end on how to get your students' equipment. So for this year, I'll get into that. We usually wear these lovely work shirts, but this year, due to COVID, we can't use lockers due to close contact. So there will not be a requirement for work shirts at this time, and probably for the foreseeable future. So you'll save a few dollars and you won't need to buy a uniform shirt this year. unless we tell you otherwise. But there are two things that they will need. They will need a really good set of quality stereo headphones, not earbuds. They need nice headphones go over the ear so they can concentrate on the work that they need to do, as well as being able to not hear what's going on around them. But if your student currently has a really good set of headphones, just have them bring them in. We can take a look at them and okay it, and that's the case, then they don't need to purchase a second set. The other thing they will need is an external hard drive, and we have a link to that on Amazon. It's actually on our page. The other thing would be a hard drive, because they don't have the ability to take these laptops home. They'll still be able to store and travel with their work, and eventually when they graduate or at the end of the year, they can take their work home with them and keep it on a hard drive. So we're going to be throwing a lot of resources out for you, but as long as you know where our main web page is for our classroom website, all the resources are in there. How to get to Schoology, how to get to PowerSchool. We will also be sending out invites via mass email and mass text for our app that we use called the Remind app. The Remind app is something that we use in conjunction with these videos. We send you a text via email or cell phone with a link to this short video. So we would hope, if you can, please join us and join the Remind app so you can get constant updates. So in conclusion, that's what we have for you. Our contact information is also on the website. And the only other thing that we ask is please get involved. Please keep an eye on your student. Ask them what they're working on, what projects, have them take you to the website to show you what they're working on. Have them log into Schoology and show you what they're doing. And especially make sure they give you their login to PowerSchool. They create their own unique password. We do not have a copy of it. So I would say the first thing to do is ask your student for that password so you can go in and access their attendance and their grades. I'm sure they're not going to be thrilled to give you that information, but if you do need it or you do need a password reset, we can reset the password, but we would hope that your student would share that information with you. But if you ever have questions, we are available at any time. Just follow the information below for our contact info. So that's it for our first video, but like I said, the first of many. So we wish you all the best, and we hope to hear from you soon.